Good morning, everyone. I want to extend a warm welcome to each of you as we gather for the third day of our National Level Faculty Development Program on gamification and AI in education, enhancing student engagement. So, organized by the Department of Commerce, UG Kristu Jayanti College, Autonomous Bangalore. So, from the last 2 days, we have immersed ourselves in the leveraging AI for personalized learning experience, exploring its applications and potentials. Today, we are shifting gears to focus on gamification and AI in education. This is a great opportunity to further expand our teaching and learning new techniques to enhance our teaching practices. So we are fortunate to have an expert facilitator with us today, Dr. Koppala Venugopal. He is a distinguished academic with over 25 years of experience in teaching and research. He earned his PhD in 2013 from Andhra University, specialized in tribal consumer behavior. Dr. Venugopal is currently a professor at Aditya Institute of Technology and Management, Andhra Pradesh. So, where he also serves as an associate dean. His vast career includes roles in academia and industry, and he has been a key contributor to multiple major research projects, authored patents, and published extensively. His expertise spans marketing, business analytics, and management, with numerous awards recognizing his research contributions. Who will guide us? The insights and guidance will surely enrich our understanding and open up new avenues for our work. On behalf of entire Kristu family, a warm welcome to you, sir. So,
Thank you very much for a nice edification. I'm really glad to be a part of. Shall I share my PPT, madam, now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yes, sir. We will hand over the session to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. This is my actually second time to be a part of your faculty development activities. First time, I think, if I'm not wrong, I contributed something about ELT. Now I have the high honor to be a part of your program. And actually, the title of your program has influenced me a lot. And I really am highly interested to take part in this topic, especially. Since I have had a very good experience, it's not like I am growing my trumpet, but I have had a very good experience as far as gamification is concerned. And I have observed a lot of spirits, a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of engagement has been experienced by me. In fact, the keywords that are existing in this particular topic related to two are pretty famous with me. One is gamification, which I have already had, and second one, student engagement, which I have experienced. And out of my action research, I have found the students who are engaged through gamifications have been exponentially good all through the years. In every subject of mine, at least one topic has been designed with a gamification. And out of my observations and out of my experiences, I have observed a lot of intricacies, a lot of problems, a lot of benefits have also been observed, which I would like to really share to you all in a practical way, in fact. Sir, yeah, when it comes to, I think it's not, yeah, I think it's visible now. The screen is shared. So thanks for the edification. And now I will start with the games. What actually are the games? Games are nothing new for us. And we know pretty well that the students are more interested towards to play games. As you really observe, even if you really conduct any kind of case, you can absolutely see some sort of interest in the students. As a management teacher, I have observed all the students, all the what called weekdays, they have been studying, taking part in seminars, taking part in case studies, as well as taking part in so many teaching pedagogies and teaching direct classroom teaching. Whenever they get a leisure hour, they would like to run after sports. And people are really interested to play games. And you can absolutely see the maximum enthusiasm towards to play games. But out of the games, they really have the entertainment alone. Of course, out of continuous games, they may get good health also. But out of the games being played at our college level, they'd absolutely get entertainment. But when you really take the same thing, the same application in the classroom, then why don't you turn the classroom as a playground for a while? And turning the entertainment into edutainment is absolutely a matter of gaming. Gaming is nothing but that only. The activities are being conducted in the classroom, and the activities should be like a gaming mode. And don't you think that the games are unstructured? Games are doesn't have any goals. No, games should be structured in such a very good way. Otherwise, people, when you really use some coins in the game, and out of the class, they'll talk about coins means absolutely it's a teacher's failure. They should talk about the demonstration. They should talk about the topic being dealt with that particular coins or cubes, whatever the tools that are being used. So there is every possible chance and there is every possible error or mistake that the emphasis should not be more on game and should also be incorporated with the theory, with the concept that you would like to tell through the game. Gaming is a mode. Gaming is one of the pedagogy through which the concept is to be explored in such a way that he should never forget that particular concept. Even after education is completed, even after he has joined in a company, we should absolutely talk about that. But at the same time, how does he get more interest unless and until the student has got his own voluntary participation? Participation is very, very important. In a game, a lot of people may be included. And in a game, it's like a gathering, it's like a team, group, a lot of what considerable number of people are there. And there is every possibility of one is not included or two are not included. So their participation level is less means we should observe that as a teacher. And it is very, very important that the student has to come in front and come forward to participate voluntarily with his own accord. He should come. Then it would be ideal and absolutely that would really explore him, enlighten him a lot. So, and the game has got high interaction. And whenever you see the classroom, when I am teaching the class, everybody listens. Somebody acts as if they listen. Somebody is there, at least stretch his face on my face and stands like this. And people call them as body absent, body present, mind absent. Like that, we can observe. Sometimes we call Mr. Arun, you are not looking at me, you are not listening to me. There's absolutely a passive. There won't be any kind of interaction. I mean, to say continuous interaction would not be there. But when it comes to this particular gaming, there is absolutely a continuous interaction till the game is over. And there you can absolutely see the challenges between the people, the competition between the people, and it's like fighting with one to each other. Out of that particular challenging spirit, they would really try to win over that particular game and try to get some knowledge out of that particular game. And absolutely, you can tell about how they have played. You can tell about the merits. You can tell about any kind of intricacies out of the particular student's performance. Students have performed. Let us suppose that student has performed very well. Then you can give some feedback. You can just tell them how to improve more than that. And those that have not performed well, you can also tell them, give them a good feedback. And about his improvements, you can absolutely give some suggestions. So it cannot be happened in each and every class if it is not a game. And next one is elements of uncertainty. And there is gaming is completely different. Game is such that everybody cannot win and everybody cannot lose. So there are certainties as well as uncertainties which are highlighted also. Whenever I play one game related to market, target market, achieving the targets in the market. So there are some sales teams. And in that particular game, I used to take ball as a tool. And I used to give them some assignment with the ball. Somebody wins, somebody loses. And out of which I can absolutely tell about the market challenges that they come across, about the competition, tough competition that they could come across. I am implementing the theory and telling about the uncertainties that are happening in the market, which results to the low performance. So such kind of uncertainties could also be well explored. And don't you people forget why the people have joined in that particular gaming, fun and entertainment. We should absolutely, it's out of fun and entertainment, we are expecting them to learn something. Even if they learn very, very little also, out of the fun and entertainment, that particular little point or that particular small point can be absolutely registered in the mind and take it granted that it will be lasting forever. So what they are really trying to come for the game is for playing the game and let them play the game. And out of that particular game, we should make them or turn them to learn something. So games are always time frame, as I told you earlier, all the subjects and all the courses and all the syllabus cannot absolutely taught through gaming. There is a limitation, and one of the limitation is what? Time. And in an hour, a lesson has to be taught. And if it is 1 hour, the gaming can be one part of that particular lecture session. It is not that the total hour has been converted into a game and you don't have any space for the instruction or the demonstration of that particular game. So you should absolutely structure in such a way that time is also one of the very important factors to be considered. And any kind of conflicts, naturally it comes. Conflict is such that out of emotional imbalances and out of the competition among themselves, they always fight and they always tends to have conflicts. And how to resolve it is also one of the very important things. So as far as the theory is concerned and as far as the game is concerned, conflicts out of the game are completely different, and conflicts out of the theory or out of the concept is also to be taken into consideration, and the teacher is the one who should be able to solve it. And students feel that the solution is quite impartial, irrespective of the gender, irrespective of anything for that matter. Here, no merit does not come also. In fact, because gaming is included in that, and certain games are there that winning is not important for certain games also. So if there is no conflict, you create some conflict. As conflict is productive conflict is also there. So you create some conflict or some productive conflict and tell the solution for that. And if they really do not come, such kind of conflicts while playing the game in the market or in the job, in the organizations, they may come across any kind of such intricacies, and they should be able to solve it. You can just implement the conflict and solve it. That is one of the very good nature as far as the gaming is concerned. Right? When it comes to player agency, so basically it is not applicable here. But when it comes to player agency, means you should absolutely tell in such a very good way about demonstration you can talk about. The demonstration is one very important thing to be explained very well. Right. So when they are given tools, they are not in a position to explain. Listen, when some tool is given to them and ask them to play in a proper way, in a method that is designed by you. And you always trigger two very important points. One is creativity, which is very, very important. We should find out the creativity. As I told you earlier, that I have made action researches in Ethiopia for the students about English speaking abilities. And while doing all that action research, the experiments were imposed on them. And I have found a very good kind of creativity, though they are not speaking good English, but whenever they speak English, certain words and certain vocabulary being used by them are really creative now. And you should also be in a position to explain what kind of strategy is being implemented and used. And find out in a classroom, you are really expected to have a very good social interaction. A teacher should absolutely have a social interaction with them, and among themselves, you should absolutely find everyone is talking with each other or not. Everybody is getting interacted with each and everybody or not. It is one very important thing to be considered. And this is as far as gaming is concerned. And when it comes to the engagement, what is the benefit for the student? Students should get engaged. Why student engagement matters? There are a lot of researches and there are statistics are there on hand that their academic performance is increased by using this gamification, gaming methods for certain complicated and complex issues and theories as well as concepts. If you use gamification, that would really enlighten them to the greater extent and understand the concept in the easiest manner. Previously, long back, I used one gamification for how ATM is used. Now, the same thing can be used with the help of the blockchain system, which I have experienced, I have seen in some video. So what I would like you people to understand, so you design something and attach it to the academics and see that the performance is good or not. It is observed and it is proven that if they really participate, their involvement is good, then the academic performance of that particular class as well as the student would be absolutely higher than the previous and the traditional teaching methods. And improved retention rates. Attention, please. Every time I used to tell, am I able to get your attention? May I get your attention? Attention, please. I used to call the names of the students. For I can absolutely witness that they are out of the classroom as far as mind is concerned. So I always try to have a retention from them. But when it comes to the gaming, all are getting participated, all are watching the game, and all are taking part in that one way or another way. Nobody is passive, nobody is found to be passive. And then there is absolutely an improved retention rates. And there are long run benefits. Still, I get out of my 25 years of experience, I used to get a good number of calls stating that the activities are much beneficial to them. And they used to specify the activity being conducted in the classroom. They used to refer that particular activity. And they used to tell me in their corporates, they used to also have certain kind of trainings in association with gamification. And they used to convey me some sort of games also. And I used to take that particular gaming method and implement in my theory. So long-term benefits are also there. There is a loss of inhibitions. There is a confidence level is increased. And the physical strength would come while playing game. So anyways, as far as theory is concerned, being converted into gaming would be benefited for the student for a long run also. Even if he works in an organization also, it will absolutely get reminded easy. So motivated and attendance. True. Every week we have a club called ACME, Items Club for Management Excellence. And every week, Saturday afternoon, complete afternoon, we will have gamification sessions or activity session. And people I have witnessed, and still the records are witnessing, that in regular days, they may be absent for the classrooms, for the labs also, but they never get absent for the activities because they are self-motivated towards the activities. Such kind of activities which are happening once in a week, they are attending. Why can't you incorporate such kind of activities, not in all the classes, right? Out of your syllabus, which is taught for 3 months or 4 months, you can implement 1 or 2 or 3 gamifications, which would really be interesting for certain complex issues which cannot be taught on the classroom, in the classroom on the blackboard. So these are all the statistics which are showing that their engagement is imperative. And when it comes to the benefits of engagement, they are having a high retention rate, as I told you earlier, because of the discussions, because of the group activities, and because of the interaction, they are getting high retention rates. And critical thinking, people always talk nowadays. Critical thinking is a good keyword. Everybody is using it, thinking, analyzing, and after all these things, critical thinking has been placed. When I was talking in a design thinking seminar or design thinking workshop, the major emphasis which was given on critical thinking. Critical thinking comes out of activity-based learning, or else critical thinking would absolutely be majorly explicited out of activity-based, participative learning and activity-based learning. Because they see the tools, they are involved in that, and they are able to analyze, synthesize, evaluate all the information. And they should absolutely improve critical thinking skills out of that. And of course, participation level is also increased in fact. And here we are supposed to discuss two things, that is games. As I told you earlier, games increase motivation, retention, collaboration, and absolutely the friendly competition, not as like as the competition that they will game or they will play games on the ground. But in the classroom, theory is to be emphasized and the domination of the theory is to be on the game, so that they will absolutely think that competition is friendly and collaboration is highlighted, and people used to attend that particular activity continuously and they'll get motivated towards the subject finally. And when it comes to the gamifications, physical games are being played till few months back or few years back, I can say. But now AI has come. As I don't need to tell about the importance of the AI. In fact, AI is better used by the students rather than the teachers. We are taking a lot of problems. I'm telling you the problems of AI that we face all of a sudden. When we give assignments previously, assignments used not to come very lately. Students used to ask the permission and procrastination. Now students are giving on the hand. Even if you give any kind of assignment now, give it now. Within 1 hour, the answer sheet would come. We know the reasons behind it. Reasons behind it is the chat GPT. Reasons behind it is the AI. If you really want them to prepare a PPT, they'll go for gamma.ai and they'll prepare. It is good. Some of the elements are really good. If at all I want them to talk on an issue or in a conference or in a seminar, and of course they will use udly.ai. They will prepare. They will speak about that particular topic in udly.ai. Udly will analyze it and will give a different model, an ideal model, and with that they will come and they will present. Besides all these issues which are inevitable, which are unavoidable, I would like to go forward. Even I will have absolutely try in future for this. I am using machine learning, sorry. I am using machine learning algorithms for all my analytics, for all my research. Now I am looking forward to use that particular machine learning analytics or AI technology integrated with ML. I am trying to use all these things for my classroom experience. Of course, in the COVID time, we used all online sources. Online sources, we could not have personal interaction. Now, you can absolutely see the digital marketing, which is a highly personalized and every customer is getting engaged personally. Likewise, if we really have a problem, if we really have a tool, right? There are tools, there are AI tools, and there are AI tools such as Carnegie Learning, Squirrel AI, BM Watson Education, Google Classroom. These are all there. And if you really use certain kind of the things, we can we can have we can catapult personalized learning. and instant feedback and guidance can be given. And whenever the task is not completed properly, and there will be a repetitive task, or else one level of task is completed and the next level task would also be given. So what is happening? We can support overall, we can support early interventions. Out of AI technology, gamification can be done, and out of generally platforms are also there. I used marketing platform. I used marketing mix strategies. I'll show it to you. And out of that, I have requested the students to play games, and they have played the games. But most of the people are not known about this kind of tools. I will talk about the demerits also at last. But now, how do you really make the classroom one with by using all the physical properties that you have or the physical tools that you have? Second one, okay, online channels are there. You can use that. Third one is AI technology, which we should get expertise with, because one problem is also there when you are using AI technology and through gaming. And gaming should be exclusively, exceptionally structured and created, and you should also make in such a way that it should not be similar and what call very nexus with other games being played by the students on a regular basis, like PUBG and all the games, in fact. And they will always compare when they are playing other game, and similarly you are making them to play this game. They will definitely compare with the games that they play on a regular basis and being advised by you, and the game being advised by you for knowledge enhancement. So that is there is a problem. If the nexus is very near, nexus is not there, if they look like similar, they look like alike, and what call you can say that the fantasy towards games are there, and the same fantasy is applied here, or the same entertainment they are getting from both of them would again be one of the very important point, very minus point, you can say. It will be a weakness. So I would like to show some of the examples. First, I'll take gamification, and out of the gamification, physical gamification, you can see some of my students in Ethiopia as well as in India, which I experimented, which I used to taught different subjects, different subjects in the workshops also. I used to attend engineering workshops since our college is a technology institute. I used to take up the classes related to design thinking, related to tinkering lab, design, marketing analytics. These are all the things, digital marketing. These are all the things I used to teach. And when I used to teach, I used to give some portion to gamification, one game at least. So I would like to show some of the games and picture snapshots of that particular games for your verification. So this is one what call tools, physical tools that I am using, and these are the physical tools which is consisting of 7 particles, I suppose, and those 7 particles are used for supply chain management, are also used for virtual supply chain management for supply chain management students, logistics and supply chain management students. And the same particles are also used for visual merchandising. So the tool is same. One tool, if you come across, can be used and can be utilized for many theories. Don't think that one is aptable and one is suitable and exceptionally meant for one theory or one concept. No. Take that particular tool and you just go through the process of that particular game, structure that particular game, and you should think what concept is suitable to that. And we have a lot of native games also. You can convert the native games also into this. I'll show you some of the, these are all the tools that are used. Of course, this is called Tangram. This is called Tangram. This game is for stress management, stress buster, in fact. And this game is, this also same Tangram, which is used for team building. These two are same. It is called Tangrams, which is available in the market now. This is not available, in fact. This is made for some corporate, and it is now being used for the students also. And this is a tangram which is available in the market now. You can see in the this one also, Google also. This is actually made for stress management, but we can make the most of it by using for this different concepts. And there is no tool at all. Here, there is no tool at all. Here, there is a classroom which is providing, accommodating me, but there is no classroom accommodating these many people. That's why I brought all of them to on the ground. And this is for the task management. When a task is given, how they will manage the task blindly without having any knowledge. If a game is given, if a task is given, how do you really fulfill that particular task with the help of your colleagues who also do not know anything, because all are made blind. All are made blindfolded. So the same game is played for the leadership, loss of leadership, and for the disaster management. These are all the medical people. These are all the medicos, right? In our GEMS college, I went there at once for a workshop, and I conducted a workshop for all the doctors here. And here also some task is given. This for architecture engineering people, and this for management people. So the game is same, but to what extent it is applicable? Don't just apply in a superficial manner. If it is not applied, leave that game. Make sure that this particular is absolutely giving a meaningful solution or meaningful theory or meaningful demonstration for the concept that has been selected. Compatibility should be there. Otherwise, it cannot it cannot really be beneficial. So this is as far as ethics and life skills game is concerned. There are little tools only. The tools that are available in and around can only be used in the classroom. These are all the physical work, and they are what the students' physical movement is there while playing that particular game. This is multitask management. When the two chess players, they really know how to play chess. They are masters in playing chess. But while they are playing chess, I am giving them the other tasks also. I am asking them many questions. I want them to answer in a proper way. I ask them a lot of questions, and they fail to do both activities at the same time. That's what multitasking, which is very important nowadays for everybody, because of the organizations what can allocate the tasks at a time, especially for the faculty members. We can absolutely know how much how much multitasking is to be done by us. Likewise, you can just test the students how perceptive they really are when multitasks are given to them. Multitasks are provided to them. And as I was telling, this related to passive communication, I have given them some cards, and I asked them to keep all the cards in a proper order. But the person who is keeping all them in an order should be blindfolded, and the rest of the people are known, they are not blinded, but they should absolutely not touch either the person or the card, and they should give instructions only. By giving them their instructions, by listening to their instructions, the person is supposed to put the cards in an order. There is a problem of plural directions. There is a problem of not able to understand it. There is a problem of not visualizing the body language. So these are all the problems. Out of these problems, how perceptive the communication really is. So here I have designed a game related to digital marketing, and they have played while opening their cell phones itself. It is through WhatsApp. And likewise, this is a competitor game where two teams are there and two competitors are there, and I am just testing their competitive skills also. How do they analyze the competitor? How do they select the competitor, first of all? Then how do they analyze the competitor? And SWOT analysis. And finally, how to overcome the competitor through gamification itself. And this is one game related to MBWA, management, which is pretty known to you. This is about target achievement. This is one game created to target teachment. These are all not vertical, special, and not. Everybody knows these kind of games if you really open YouTube. But converting them to the concept is more important. Converting them to the subjective is more important. Syllabus-oriented concepts are to be used to demonstrate through this particular games. So this is, of course, a mock parliament. This could come under role playing. This is also conducted by us. So this is, as I told you, some platform I have taken, and I have asked the students to play marketing mix, out of which some of them have played very well. And it is somewhat challenging for the students because most of the students, all the students may not be well versed with the technical abilities, and they may not be understood at a time and at a stretch itself. But this can also be used. And now coming to AI tools. You know pretty well AI tools are being used, and AI tools are pretty famous. Now AI tools are used for demonstration, any pedagogy. Only I'm talking about AI tools itself. I'm not going to gamification. Now I will list out all the AI tools which must have been discussed by these 2 days, because this workshop is this FDP is meant for that. So you must have come across adaptive learning technologies, which will really give a customized learning experience to the students. Intelligent tutorial systems. So one-on-one tutoring vertical is possible with this. And natural language processing, NLP, language-based interactions, identifications can be done here. And AI-powered assessments and grading tools. And with this particular tool, out of the experiences or out of the students' performances, the gradings will be given automatically. Learning analytics and predictive analytics, and using with ML integration, you can absolutely predict the learning outcomes, and the patterns can also be made. Hidden patterns especially can be identified through this particular ML algorithms. And learning analytics would be improved if they really know, if the teachers know the patterns, because all the patterns are not known to them. Simply, I can say that you just cannot understand why the student is not getting good grades, why the student is not able to understand the concepts properly. So out of this analytics, some of the patterns you can identify, and so that the solutions may come. And next comes AI enhanced educational games and simulation. This is our part. I'll talk to this particular thing in the next slide. So virtual and augmented reality, it is there with digital marketing to the greater extent. Future of digital marketing is more with VR and AR. It is integrated with AI so that the customer, as like as the customer immersed in a product, the students can also be immersed in the learning experience or immersed in the teaching process, teaching and learning process. Immersed here is nothing but the involvement. He himself immersed in the process of any concept, and he would absolutely get benefited out of that particular high level of involvement. AI-powered collaboration learning platforms, group learning and collaboration can be done through this particular collaborative learning platforms. And voice recognition and assistive technologies. There are voice command systems which will be useful for knowing abruptly and all of a sudden automatically, can also be done here. And when it comes to AI-driven content creation and curation tools, so you know pretty well about the materials importance as far as the students when it comes to the examination and writing assignments and assessments are concerned. So AI-driven content creation and curation tools, which is pretty about this particular content, AI-driven content creation and curation tools. If we use, we can absolutely give good content and accurate content. But when it comes to ChatGPT, right, whenever they type something, if the prompting is not good, If their query is not good, not appropriate, they'll definitely get diverted with the content that they get from ChatGPT. So likewise, AI-driven content creation is the one exceptionally with the subject that you deal, and it will be the output will be the automatic creation of such materials. And automated administrative assistance. So there are certain other things which are also important as far as the student academic process is concerned, academic management is concerned. So administrative assistance could also be done, and is also important, which could also be helped by automated administrative assistance. And AI enhanced virtual classroom, and how online classes are conducted. Previously, online classes are conducted. Now, how personally you can just meet the student, and how do you optimize the online classes as far as time is concerned, as far as the number of the students are concerned, and as far as the content to be delivered is concerned. And when it comes to the last one, which is mostly used by students, in fact, as well as the faculty also, AI-powered research assistants. So, though everybody knows that ChatGPT is not exactly suitable for research activities, so there are certain AI-powered research assistants have also come, and that helps the students in the research process. But less participation in this particular research because research is highly depending on the identification of the problem, basically. And even if that particular problem also identified by the ChatGPT, what else could be done, could be contributed by the student. So better we start, better we encourage students towards research with his own brain, fact. Next, as far as AI tools are concerned, there are interacting tools that AI algorithms are using, and these algorithms stimulates life scenarios and gamifications in the educational context. And there are so many applications in education because of this particular gamification. Either it is physically, or it is through any other platforms, or else it is through AI. The applications is what? Subject mastery and absurdity. See, these are all, everything cannot be converted into labs. Those that are not able to be converted into labs can be converted into games. So subject mastery is one aspect, and there will be a very good development as far as the subject knowledge gaining is concerned. And skills are developed. Major skills are developed. There are problem solving skills, decision making skills. As I told you, that the critical thinking skills, strategic skills. There are a lot of skills that are developed. Especially skills are to be highlighted and emphasized. And training and practice, the same kind of training or the game being played in the classroom can be duplicated by them in any other forms, in the organizations, so the juniors, in the hostels they can play, in any way for that matter. They can play the games, and they can duplicate the same matter to others. So it is not an example, it is not a mandatory, but it may also happen. But as far as the training and practice is concerned, so you are giving training, it's a classroom training when the class is taught. Class is taught in such a passive manner that the teacher is only speaking, and some of the people may get involved, but some other are not able to get involved. So training is there, but practicing is missing. So here you are giving training as well as practicing. That's what the plus point and the strength of dexter of gamification. So scenario-based learning is very, very important. As I told you, not all the topics should be converted into gamification. Not all the times the gamification is important. It should be absolutely the scenario-based, right? Environment is very, very important. And scenario-based application is very, very important. And when it comes to the, as I told you, adaptive learning paths, data collection analysis, interactive and immersive elements, these are all very, very important and has been told by you. And when it comes to the benefits, engagement and motivation, personal learning, immediate feedback, safe environment for practice, collaboration and social skills. These are all the benefits that they'll get. I'll talk about the challenges as demerits in the next slide. But when it comes to the future, as I told you, digital marketing future will be much with VR and AR. Likewise, integration with VR and AR would really give a personal, immersive experience to the students, which would really be beneficial to the students, as well as if they really feel that is better, and they'll get accommodated with that VR and AR learning systems. And whenever there is an enhancement of personalized teaching, students may feel that he is personalized and personal care is being taken by AI learning systems, and he may get absolutely be attracted to that. And broader subject application, teacher's capacity due to multitasking or out of his expertise in 1 hour, he may cover 70% of that's an illustrative concept. But here, subject can be broader and subject coverage of the subject may be broader. If you ask one, it will give more. Exactly, it will give, of course, but there are other things which are adjacent to that also will be given. These are all interactive learning tools, right? The benefits, key features, applications are concerned. So these are all the examples as far as AI tools is concerned. Duolingo, SimCity Education, SimCity Edu, Kahoot, Classcraft. These 4 are pretty famous as far as what called AI tools are concerned. These most of the AI tools are fixed nowadays for the elementary education. For the higher education, more technological issues are more. No? Issues are more and more exceptional AI tools are supposed to be expected. So when it comes to the merits, as I told you, it will be repetitive if I talk more about merits. This slide is for demerits especially, but I'll tell you, as I told you, engagement will be enhanced, students will get motivated, immediate feedback can be given to the students so that they can get rectified, improved retention, students get attracted towards gaming and be fixed to the classrooms, personalized learning, everybody can be personalized through AI. Skill development, I told you a lot of skills like problem solving, decision making, critical thinking, strategic thinking. These are all the skills will be developed. Safe practicing environment, games which do not harm them physically. These are all the games that will give them ideology, that will give them education plus entertainment. So absolutely the game is practiced in a safe environment, and collaboration and teamwork. We can see the collaboration and teamwork as we can see the students' common projects are there and team projects are there, and we can see the collaboration while making a team project from the students. So likewise, when you are asking them to play games, there is every possible chance to witness a good kind of collaboration, a good kind of conversation, and the teamwork also. One is helped by one. So as all. And when it comes to emphasize more on gamification, please be careful. Don't just make an emphasis, more emphasis on competition. If you really make more emphasis on game elements, competition, then the subject would be absolutely go to dogs. So very important is the domination of competition or domination of games should not at all be there. You should address them in such a way that this particular game is played, is conducted to learn something, not to gain winning or losing. So they should focus on the subject itself or the concept itself, and they should play a game. While playing the game, They should focus more on the concept rather than the competitive, rather than the opposing opponents and the gaming tools. And balancing learning and fun. There is a fun while playing game, but while playing business games or while playing any kind of gamification in the classroom, parallelly they should be able to get some knowledge. They should get connected to learning, and you should balance it because of the fun always will be dominated. You just try it once. If as long as you are serious on the dais in the classroom, students will be calm. They won't talk anything. And once you started a joke or a storytelling or any kind of what call a distraction, they'll get distracted drastically. And they'll keep that particular funny or fun-loving flow to some extent. So that fun will always create them energizing or re-energizing. And it is very, very important to balance that particular fun as well as learning. And accessibility is very, very important. Gamifications are not accessible, may not be accessible to all, especially for some disabled students. You should be too careful. And please see that you should select such a game that all should be able to play. All can play. Otherwise, even if one person who is disabled to play would absolutely be annoying. So that is one accessibility issues to be taken. And the second one, when you are coming across AI tools, and still in the rural places of every state for that matter, are not that much accessible also. So dependence on technology. When it comes to AI tools, you should be dependent more on technology. And comparison with other games are also very, very important. And comparatively, you should absolutely be able to distinguish with other games which are played for entertainment or played for some kind of malpractices also. So the game being designed by you in line with the concept is very, very important. And technology, which is not widespread so far, is one what we call demerit. Distraction, there is a chance of distraction from the subject. So distracting from the learning mood, you should not create that. For that reason, I have already told you that all the concepts should not be converted into games unless and until you conduct one specific workshop which is completely meant for that. So as far as your class sessions are concerned, your syllabus is concerned, you cannot really take a chance to convert all the concepts into games because students completely get all the chances to distraction. So learning is to be highlighted. It's not superficial. Every process, the game has got, let us suppose that the game has got 4-5 processes. Out of 4-5 processes, the student should be able to learn at every process. At every process, you should intervene and you should tell about the concept and relativity, the concept and the process of the game. That would absolutely be enlightening, in fact. And cost and resource incentive. This is one. Tools to be gathered, tools to be bought. Even if I really ask my management to buy some AI gamification tools or some physical tools, they would absolutely not encourage. Why? Because the one particular reason, this pedagogy, especially gamification pedagogy, is nothing new, but not particularly being practiced. Nothing new. It has been there for years, but not practiced by all, in all colleges. And it is not mandatory also there anywhere. So that is one. That is why resources, gathering resources or resources being bought is also very, very important. And finally, data privacy, which is a common keyword for all web drawbacks, internet service. So I don't want to make an emphasis on that. And data privacy concerns still students feel that their privacy is so important and the security is more important and the compliances are also there with that. So if they really are providing certain public security policy, then we can go ahead with that. So thank you very much. I think I am in time. 3 minutes are there. And I think I am in time. And my book is coming. My next book. This is my 12th book. My book title is 108 Gamifications Management Perspective only. The book is coming with all the experiences that I have had with my students. And I'm highly thankful to my students as well as my management who could understand my experiments when I'm taking my students to the vertical ground and outside. There are so many people who blamed us. But especially the support from the management is very, very important, as well as the students' perception. We should always check. How do they really talk about this particular games outside is more important. Thank you very much. And over to Dr. Aarti. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us with your expertise in gamification and different AI tools to engage our students. So hope our participants understand clearly. There was no questions in the chat box also.
Yeah, any kind of questions can be asked and can be sent to me if you really get even afterwards. Any kind of the games, any kind of the questions related to gamifications can be sent, please. To my mail, you can send, sir.
Sure, sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Now I request
Thank
Mr.
you.
Yes. Now I request Mr. Rachel Maria to propose the vote of thanks.
Yes, sir. Sir, am I audible? Sir, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
You are audible, ma'am.
Yeah. So good afternoon to everyone present as we wrap up this insightful session on gamification and AI in education, enhancing student engagement. It is my pleasure to express our gratitude. First, a heartfelt thank you to Dr. Koppala Venugopal for your valuable insights, which have greatly enriched our discussions today. We truly appreciate your time and expertise. I would also like to express our sincere thanks to Dr. Vijay Kumar, our department head, for your unwavering support and leadership in making this event a success. Your guidance has been invaluable. A special thank you to our faculty coordinator for the FDP for your hard work in ensuring the smooth execution of the session. Your efforts are deeply appreciated. Lastly, thank you to all the participants for your active engagement. Your enthusiasm made this session memorable, and we hope the knowledge shared will help you in enhancing student engagement through gamification and AI. Thank you once again, and we look forward to your continued support. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. So
Thank you very much and calling it you there. Thank you.
So by this, we came to the end of the third day FDP. Once again, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.